Hello again, welcome back to the games room, back to another video, and it's that time of year again for me. I do it every April, May time kind of thing. Basically, all my box consoles, everything, around here as well. These box consoles up here, and then I've got some, as long as my phone up for that, down here as well, box, and I've got ones, just wrapped up, not in a box. It's that time of year, got my Xboxes down here, which I don't really do many videos on the Xbox. I used to love it when it came out as well. So, yeah, it's that time of year where I've got to test them all, make sure that they're in the box, but they still work. So I'm going to start off, I think this video is going to be this top shelf along here. So I start off with the Mega Drive, combining obviously with the Mega CD and the 32X, and then I've got a Mega CD 2, I've got a Mega Drive 2, combine them together, make sure they work. Game Gear, Saturn, Dreamcast, and another Mega Drive 1. So today's video will be a bit of, cutting and everything in between them all, unboxing and that, just to make sure they work, because you've got all these things on the shelf. I've got them in protectors, worth a bit of money, and I want to make sure, well, if they work, they're worth even more, don't they? And it's surprising nowadays, though, because I do buy a lot of faulty consoles and fix them, how much faulty consoles go for. A faulty Mega CD can go for like 150 quid. Crazy. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll cut to getting the box Mega Drive down, Mega CD 1, and we'll set it up and see, hopefully, they still work. So we're just currently unboxing, get this Mega Drive out. Should hopefully have everything in. Controller, it's got the instructions. And, oh yeah, what else we got? It's got, so it's got RF cables, got a drawer down here. I should have some new, I always have new cables, yeah, Mega Drive cables. AV cable, so we'll use that for this, and then we'll get the Mega CD out. Get out of this side, I think. I do like testing them, but I hate getting them out of the boxes just because you don't want to damage anything. But I do want to make sure it all works still. Let's move them cushions out the road. Because you have to pull here, it could break the cardboard. There we go, right. You don't want to break anything because these boxes aren't cheap either. Right. They're the games. That comes with this packing, which it says. Instructions, power cables and everything like that. But what I do is, I'll just show you down here. I've got two, I don't know if you can see down here. Do it down there. That's it. I've got two big chest things here. Move that out of the way. And this one's full of, basically, I've got instructions in there, I've got Legend of Zelda Hyrule, what's that, Age of Calamity in there. But I have got in here, if I can find it, should have an all-in-one cable for the Mega Drive and Mega CD and 32X. Yeah, which is there. So I'll put this cable back. I've got a Super Game Boy in here, Game Genies in here, all sorts. Right. So put that out of the way. Right, so that's an all-in-one. So that's Mega Drive 2. What's that there? Yeah, Mega Drive 2 or 32X, Mega Drive, Mega CD. So let's get this set up over here. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll cut here and have it all set up. Right, so almost set up. So I've got the Mega Drive for the box Mega Drive and the Mega CD 1. So now I'm going to put in this all-in-one power cable, like this, like that. And leave that one to the side. We'll get the AV cable. I do test these every single year, just to make sure. And they always have a new stock from cables. I get these from a company called Z Labs. They're based in the UK, and they come pretty quick as well, these cables do. Right, so where's the top? There's the top. That's in. We'll put it in here. And then we'll try it on this big telly. And hopefully this works. Should do. He says, famous last words. That's off. We'll turn the power on so it's ready to go. The all-in-one cable still works. Turn the telly on. And hopefully, I'll just set you up here. We'll swing up like that. There's a telly. And there. Right, so telly's coming on. Controller should work. Because what I've done with the controllers, you take them apart and you clean the carbon pads on them, you drag them across paper, get the dirt off, clean the contacts, and it works perfectly. Right, so this should be on AV, side AV, I believe. Right, so let's turn it on, see what I was on the wrong AV, like an idiot I am. So there's the Mega Drive. As you can see, the BIOS screen is working nice. So we know the Mega Drive's working, the Mega CD is working, because the Mega CD one, I've recapped the whole thing about 5 years ago, I believe. And what I do is I test it every single year. So what we'll do is we'll get a game. And we might as well get a game, one of the packing games out of the box. So there's the box here, look. So I just took out one of the packing games, because I've pieced this all together. And what I like to do is get it running and make sure it's working. So put the game in. This drive's working, because it has got a new belt in this as well. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it looks like it's booting. It's gone to the start, press start. So the game's gone in. We'll just play a game for a second, make sure it's working properly. And what I'll do is all the drive's been greased and everything on this. But I've got two Mega CD ones. I've got this box one and I've got one that's not boxed. So one of the other weeks, when I do a video, I'll test that as well. Because I've got that many boxed consoles and everything. I can't do it all in one day because it just takes so long. Yeah, it's working perfectly. So it should do. It's been recapped. It's had all the bits and bobs replaced in it to make sure I've got longevity on it. This is a great game, by the way, Solfies. It's a cheap game, but it's really good shooter. Right, let's pause it there. Let's reset it and take it out. And I'm happy with that, that's working. So what we'll do next is we'll try the Mega Drive game in it and make sure it's working. So I'll just grab a Mega Drive game and let's try, well, it don't really matter, let's put Kid Chameleon in. We'll put Kid Chameleon in and see how this goes on. Right, off. And nothing. So let's reset that. There we go. Because it ain't been used in a while. Right, so the Mega Drive's working, the Mega CD's working, I'm happy. Let's just start, let's just play a little bit, make sure. No graphical glitches. I don't think I've done much to the Mega Drive, I think it's just a general clean, they're quite robust. I haven't capped anything yet on that. Oops. This is a great game, but it gets so hard, this game does. This always used to blow my mind. I used to have an NES, and I went to my mate's house and played this. And for all the abilities you could get, it blew my mind. Sure you can get up there, you have to run fast. Yeah. Oh. And what I'll do in a second is, I'll just pause that there a second. What I'll do now is, while that's set up like that combination, I might as well get the 32X out and we'll test that, make sure that's all powering up and working, because that's had new ribbon cables in it. I think I recapped a little bit on that. it should work. But the only thing about the 32X, it's very finicky. Then ribbon cables, you don't have to do anything to them, move them, and they just, you know, you have to take them out and reseat them. It's crazy, that 32X is. So let me just cut here, and I'll open up the 32X. Right, might as well do it down here. So let's open this, get the 32X out. I don't think this has got the original inserts in it. I think I've made a bit of cardboard for it to fit in, I believe. Let's open it this way. Yeah, I have, I can see it now. So this should have everything in it. There's the 32X. And all your cables and gizmos are in here. The plate for it should be on it, yeah. So okay, just always wrap them up to protect them. Right, so the Mega Drive one doesn't need that, I believe. So let's plug that in. Right way around. Yeah, that's for the Mega Drive 2. It's been a while since I put it together. So then we need the link cable, which will be this one from the Mega Drive, and then in, which I can't see now. Let's take it out. Alright, AV in. Right, that's in. Then we've got AV out, which ain't this one, it's this one. So I have to swap that round. So the 32X, this combination is so complicated to put together. Right. This is the AV out. That can go in here. That's fell off. Right, that's in. Let's do that there. Right. And then we just need the power in, which is on the, I'll turn the power off, because we don't want to, until it dissipates really. You want to wait until the light fades away and dissipates, so the power's gone. And then you can plug this in, you know it's not going to blow anything now. So we'll plug this in. That's in. Right, let's turn that on. And hopefully, if I turn it on, it should do the Mega CD. Yeah, so that's working, that's the Mega CD. So, we'll leave that going like that. We'll get a 32X game and we'll try it. So we might as well try... I'll try my copy of Knuckles Chaotix, which is not in the original box, but it's the original game. So we'll plug it in. It should hopefully still work. Turn it off. Look at all the cables. That's in. Alright, turn it on. Got the license screen. Yeah, still works. Thank God. Because that 32, I've only got one 32X, so they are pricey nowadays. So that's the combo look. Mega CD, Mega Drive 32X, all working, and then it can go back on the shelf for another year. Because what I tend to use now is my Polymega. My Polymega will play 32X, Mega CD, and Mega Drive and everything. So this should have a save on it. Oh. There we go. I think it went to demo then. Right, let's do Scenario Quest. I think it would just be game start, wouldn't you? I think one of them I've completed it, I'm sure I have. Probably Knuckles. Yeah, clear, 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 clear. I've only got level 5 to clear, and then I've completed it, I think. I don't mind this game. It's like Marmite. Some people love it, some people hate it. USB in. So you have to obviously choose your characters. And then we'll get to play the actual level in a minute. I'm not sure if I've completed this because I don't think it saves the last bit. So I might have completed this, it's been a while. It's a great game though, I must admit. I say some people love it, some people hate it, I don't mind it. Once you get used to this rubber band mechanic between the characters, you get it's okay. Hang on. Right, so that seems to be working perfectly. I tell you what, we'll try another game. We'll try another game just to make sure. So let's put the camera down. Make sure the 32X is totally working. So reset, power off, cart out. Let's get Knuckles Chaotix back on the shelf. And we'll try another game just to make sure. Let's go for, what else have we got? Oh, I know, I won't do that because that's a Japanese version. That's American version. Let's just go for Calibri. So that's the same again, not original box, but it's the original cart. That's in. There you go, it's working perfectly. So that's good news. So what I'll do now is I'm going to put these back in the boxes, wrap them back up again, put them back to sleep for another year on the shelf, and I think we'll go to try the Mega CD 2 next, and the Mega CD and the Mega Drive 2. Let's see if they still work, and then I've got the Game Gears, Game Boy, Saturn, Dreamcast, and then another Mega Drive here. So yeah, I'll cut there, and we'll have the Mega CD 2 and Mega Drive 2 set up. Right, next, well, I'm in a bit of a mess now testing all these consoles, but you have to do it to make sure they still work. And if you need to repair them, you need to recap anything. But so that's the Mega Drive 2. I've opened it up, so we'll get that sorted. Here's the Mega CD 2. So it's got all the instructions. It's got everything in it. Road Avenger, because it includes Road Avenger, so you know that's what I like to put in it. I always like to wrap them in there. Right, so it's got all the all the metal attachments and everything. So let's get this. I'll tell you what, we'll cut it here. I just thought I'll show you inside the box. So we've got Mega Drive 2, and then we've got which I've covered in polythene here, the Mega CD 2. So we'll cut here and we'll go to it being set up, and hopefully it still works. Mega CD 2 on the floor, ready to go. Mega Drive 2. I won't use the connector plate because it's only going to be just a test, this is. Right, so this should have, yeah, all-in-one cables, fantastic for stuff like this. And then I've got another new cable somewhere, yeah. I always like to have these new ones as well, cables about, just in case. Because you never know. It's a Mega Drive 2 one. I think it is, or it could be a Saturn, but hopefully it's Mega Drive 2. We'll know once it goes in. Yeah, Mega Drive 2. Right, so I'll get this hooked up on here. And hopefully this one still works as well. Get a controller set up in it, turn the telly on. See, all these controllers have got plastic band around them. That's tight, that is. I'm sure that's in. Right, so turn that on. Oh, it's already, in the actual unit, it's already actually on. Right, so let's turn that off. I was going to swap the AVs around on the actual AV switcher, because, well, the composite switcher, because I'm sure this one has issues, this end one. But it could be the cable not very good, I don't know. Alright, that's in. we'll test that on. Yeah, and there we go, there's the BIOS, the European BIOS. So what we'll do now, we might as well put in the road Avenger. It's packed in with it to test. So I'll drop you guys down here. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, just you see my horrible flamingo shorts. Right. Put the disc in, Road Avenger. Now this has had a new fuse. It's been refurbed on the disc drive and everything. So it should work anyway. They're quite robust, these are anyway. The good thing about the Mega CD2s is that they're the most reliable ones. They don't look as good as Mega CD1, but they're so reliable. And I think I've put a new laser in this as well, so it's kind of future proof. But yeah, it's working nice. Yeah. Let's have a quick go on the, make sure it's get the capacitors pumping on it, I suppose. And this controller on me old, it almost feels brand new. It's pretty nice. This is one of my favourite FMV games. I love this game. Yeah, controller still works. Yeah, so that still works. Let's reset. Well, I crashed. And we'll open the disk drive. Stick you guys down here again. Alright. So happy, that's working. I like to let it stop on its own volition because you don't want to damage that motor. But this Mega CD2 is in immaculate condition. I've had a few over the time. This is the best one I've had. The one that came originally in that box worked, but it had a bit of a grindy disk drive. I've repaired it, but it's still got a bit of a grind. Right, let's turn it off and see if the Mega Drive 2 cartridge port works. Should do. And we'll let's put in like, oh no, it's a Genesis game. Let's just put Sonic in. Hey, let's put Sonic 1 in. The thing is, when I do all this testing every year, I get a right mess in this games room because I've got bits everywhere now, cables and all sorts. It's got the license screen. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be working. Yeah, it is. Just leave that place. I'll just lower it a little bit, mute it, but yeah, it's a good idea. Like I say, look, I've got bits everywhere now. I've done the Mega Drive 1 and Mega CD 1, they're back up there now. But it's good to do it at least once a year. You've got these box systems, if you've repaired them as well, like I have, to make sure that they're still working, because then you know that when they come out of the box they're going to work. Or if you end up selling to someone, they're going to work. Or if you want to class it as an investment, if they work and in the box, the value is more as well. But yeah, happy with that. That's still working. So I think the next one to do, what we do is, we know the Mega Drive 1's still working, the Mega CD 1 is still working, and then I've got this 32X that's working. So I think the next one we'll go to is the Saturn next. So what I'll do is I'll turn this off, and then we might as well cut it and go to the Saturn. Right, next is the Saturn, like I said. So let's get it out. It's not the best box, this ain't, but it is original. It's got the gubbins in there. So let's see what we've got in here. So we've got an AV cable, controller power cable, which is good, and the system should be here. Right, this hopefully should work, because I think this one's had work done to it as well. I can't remember exactly off my head now what I've done to it. I know it's got a new all my Saturns have got new lasers in, I know that. Right, let's put that down there. Let's see. So all the systems I've got should be, when the box should be ready to come out, and it's got all the cables and AV stuff in there, you see, to use. So let's put, don't like them tangled up. Right, so let's get that there. That's the top one. I swear my eyesight's getting worse. Right, AV in underneath. That's the AV in. And then we'll plug it in here. That cable can come out now. Yellow, white, red. Right. Turn it on there, make sure it's, yeah, that's it. Right. So let's flick it on, and hopefully it comes on. Yeah, because obviously it has not been used in a long time. So I don't know, I don't think it's got a battery in it. There you go. Yeah, so the Saturn is powering on, it's working. And let's get a game. So my games are set up just here. So if I do this here, all my games at the back here. So we'll grab a Saturn game. Oh, let's go for, no, not that one. Let's move them out of the way. Make a CD. Let's just go Sega Ages Volume 1. Fantastic collection of games. We'll put it in the system. And we'll see if the laser pickup still works, eh? Which it should do, because I'm sure I put a few years ago, put a new laser in it. I'm sure I did. Spinning, I can see it. I can hear it. Here we go. So it's not gone to the music player, which is always a bad sign. Yeah, it's working. So we'll have a quick go on out one. I muted this. No, there you go. Yeah, I'll have a quick go on out one just to test it, get the caps firing up, get everything working on it, and yeah, it's another system that still works. I know I keep saying it, but you got to test them. You can't just have them sitting there, because I've heard, you know, some people where they go into a wardrobe where they've got them all stacked, and they're in there for years and years, and they go in, there's a fishy smell where all the caps are leaking. Right.
Get ready.
That's straight to there we go. Yeah, working perfectly. They're very hard working perfectly, but yeah. So another one working, I'm happy. Yeah, I'll just reset, I think. So that's working, but yeah, so that's the Saturn working. The box is all there. And in between there, what I got stacked was the Game Gear and Game Boy. So what I'll do, I've got two Game Gear. So what I'll do is we'll test them next, and the Game Gear, and I can put all that back, put the Saturn back, then be on the Dreamcast, and then it's just a Mega Drive. So yeah, I'll cut back hopefully with the Game Gears unboxed and the Game Gear. The Game Gear and the Game Boys, and we'll test them. Right, next for testing, I'm only doing that top shelf today because it's going to take me a long time to do it, but the Game Boy. So we'll open this, pop some batteries in. I think it might have a game in it already, I'm not sure. So here it is, look, coming out. It's got all the polystyrene in. It's in nice condition, this one. It's got Tetris instructions and the actual instructions for the system. I'll get it out. Yeah, it's got Tetris in it, so it all comes complete. So yeah, it's nice. I have put a new lens on it. I went for a black one because I thought that looked pretty cool, offset with the D-pad. Right, put batteries in, and we'll test to see, make sure it's working. because these can be a bit finicky. Because I think this one, I believe, no, it might have a new screen, but I think it's a new dot matrix screen. Yeah, so there you go, it's working. There you can see that. You can't see it with your normal eyes anyway. If you can see that or not, that's hard to see, isn't it? Because the glare. It's nice bezel on this. Yeah, but there it is. That's working. You can hear it. I can see it from here. But yeah, this one works really nice. Yeah, I think this one's got. I put a new dot matrix screen on it with the board because I wanted to keep it kind of stock. But yeah, it's working perfectly. See it dropping down there? Yeah, it's hard to see, but yeah, happy with that. You don't want to watch me playing Tetris, do you? But yeah, so another one down, another one working. Sound's working, video's working, comp is working, buttons are working. I'm happy. So that's next to the Game Gears. Right, now to my boxed Game Gears. I've got 2 boxed Game Gears. I've got this variant one. It's what, like columns. Yeah, columns one. And then I've got the Sonic with the adapter. Now this hasn't got any inserts in it. This one has. So we'll go for this one first. Now this one, I think they've all been recapped, all my Game Gears. But you never know with Game Gears, they can be finicky as well. You know, chips can go on them, transistors can go. So this has got polystyrene in. So we'll take this one out. It's in a baggie as well, which is cool. And this one comes with columns. So I've got the columns game. We'll pop the columns in first. I ain't tested this one in about a year, I believe. So pop it in. And this one was originally, so obviously someone got it from Cash Converters. So I've kept the sticker on because I like that kind of history of the chain of custody, I suppose, isn't it? But if I put the batteries in, something always satisfying about putting batteries in. I don't know what it is. It's the simple things, isn't it, in life? Right. We'll put the covers on. We'll do it properly. On. Now hopefully this one still works. This one actually got the original bezel on, but this one has been recapped. So this one kind of, you know, looks stock. There we go. So it still works. Because it's been recapped, it's got original screening. The screens, what, the TFT are they? Screens, but yeah. It's quite rare with the screens working, but I've got 2, I think 3 of them actually, with original screens in. And I've got another one with an LCD screen in. But yeah, sounds good. I mean, the sound on this is... sound on the Game Gear is ridiculous. So that works. So let's just... we'll have a quick go on it, I think. If you can see it there. I'll try and do it off the camera if I can. Can't do it at an angle, can't see it properly. But yeah, it's fully working. Yeah, because I've just lowered the volume, I'll leave it running a second, but if I remember rightly, this one, let's put the volume down. It's got the original screen, as you can see, which is it's a screen, I don't even see, but it's a really nice original screen. It's got obviously the original bezel on it as well. But it's been recapped, I recapped it, and yeah, this one's more stock. I like it being stock. So we'll turn that off now. We know that works. We'll put it back in its home, just down here. Take all the batteries out, which is always a pain. This is where you need fingernails in. I ain't got no fingernails. That's out. Then we've got one more Game Gear to test, and I have a look up there. I think I'll just test the Dreamcast next. And that's all that top shelf done. It takes me a while to unbox them, to get them out, to test them. And then I've had it before where I've tested a Game Gear and the screen was dead. So then I'd obviously put a new screen in it. Or you can sell it as spares and repairs or whatever you want to do with it. But yeah, so this one's got original baggie, which is cool. So we'll put that one back in. put that there. Get that right. So that's one side. And then we'll get on this big one next. So this one wants testing as well. This one has got no insert. I'm not sure if this has got 2 in or 1. I used to have 2 in this one. No, it's got 1. I did have 2 in it, but I'm thinking, why do I need 2 in that box? So the box is in really good condition. I like these boxes because they've got rounded edges. So there's the Game Gear, and also in there I've got a power adapter and the strap. So this one's, because it's Sonic, this one that's actually got Sonic in it. So we'll take this cling film off, or polythene, whatever you want to call it. So always wrap them up to keep them nice and preserved. Now this one is original. It's got a bit of scratch in there, but this one's got a new glass screen on it, because I think you can see how reflective that is with the glass. But yeah, so we'll put the batteries in. Now this one's been recapped, and this one has got, yeah, the original screen. So hopefully this one still works as well. Because the Game Boy screens are easy to replace. It's like it's a whole board. You just swap out the whole board. Game Gears are on another level, putting a new screen in. They're not easy at all. I think they're easy to recap. Right, batteries are in, so moment of truth. Yeah. And that's meant to sound awful. That's how it sounded. But yes, that's glass bezel. It's harder to see, but yeah, working perfect. So if I put you there, it's a bit like that. Press stop and we'll have a quick go. You see my cabin in the background there. No, you can't. But yeah, the screen on this, if you look at it, it's a really nice original screen. That's what I mean. I've got a couple of LCDs in, but I wanted to keep them original the best I can. I'm doing quite well. There we go. It's making it right to the end. It's a cheat, isn't it? Get right to the end. Oh no. If you do that on the Game Master System one, the Game Gear one don't let you. But there you go. So yeah, this one's in a really nice condition. It's been recapped, like I said. Nice glass bevel. I think I got that from Retro 6. Different than the original bezels, because they're a bit domed, aren't they? But they are plastic. But yeah, so that's the 2 box Game Gears on the top shelf working. So happy days. So we'll cut here, and then I'll be on the Dreamcast. It's taken a while, this is. Right, so top shelf. We've tested, it works. Mega Drive, Mega CD, Game Gear, Mega CD 2 works. Game Gear works, Mega Drive 2 at the back works, Game Boy works. I've already tested the DS, I didn't do that on video, works. Saturn works. I've already tested the Mega Drive as well. I didn't want to do another Mega Drive. That one works. So last of all, which I want to film, is we'll test the Dreamcast. So I've got 2 box Dreamcasts. I've got this one here, I've got all systems here as well, which I'll test another time. And then I've got this last of all, this top shelf to do up here to test. And I've got some Xboxes just under there to test. So what we'll do is, let's unbox this Dreamcast. It does take me a while to do this, so that's why I'm only doing the top shelf. And then another day I'll do that cupboard, well, the bookcase with games in, and then the on top of the cabinet. I'll do that another day, but it just takes forever. Right, so controller. Oh, this one's RF. This should be a pain. And then, right, okay. There's the Dreamcast. Right. Got the instructions as well. So let's get you guys set up over here. And hopefully this one still works. Because I've got 3 Dreamcasts, 2 boxed, and 1 it's in my cabin. Well, this one has got no, just looking at it, there's no power cord for this one, which is unusual. So I might have to do a little bit of a cut while I go and try and find a power cord. It's a generic one. It's not one of those figure of 8 kind of ones. So it shouldn't be too bad. But this one's on RF, this is, so that's in. I'll do the RF, right. So I'm just going to cut there a second while I go and find a power cord. I'm back. Took some finding, but I finally found a power cable. It's a figure of 8 one, you know, generic kind of one. So that's going to go back a Dreamcast. But what I'll do is I'll put that in the box now. I don't know why there wasn't one in there, but there wasn't. Right, so we've got to set this up to the RF now, which is going to give a terrible picture, but at least we know it's working. That's the, where is it? Here. Right. Hopefully this RF kind of works. So I'll just flick to RF on the telly. She should be there. We'll turn it on. Let's turn it on the wall first. On. There we go, what a beautiful sound. So we'll pop a Dreamcast game in. And all my Dreamcast games are actually quite handy here. Well, let's just do that first. Oh, control, this ain't working. Right. When your controller ain't working, don't just unplug it and plug it back in, because you can blow, there's a fuse on the power board. So, and turn it on, and hopefully that works now. I just want a bit of a clean. Alright, so got my Dreamcast games here, so I'll pick one if the controller's working, which it was last time. Yeah, there we go. Just because it hasn't been used in a while. So we'll pick a game. Let's pick who. What have we got here? Something quick. Street Fighter 3. Alpha 3. Put that on the machine. Oh, get out of the way. Let's see if the GDM, what GD-ROM drive works. Should do, unless it's... Oh, we could have one we need to repair. Or maybe I didn't give it. No, I didn't give it time. See, this it's quite noisy, but it's a nice clean sound of this drive because this one's been all greased a while ago. You hear that? All right, let's go 60 hertz. Yeah, it's working. I didn't give it. I was too impatient. It won't load because there's no memory card in it.
Street Fighter Alpha 3.
So the quick go will be. Oh, I love this game. Such a good game. Valento, he's a bad guy at Final Fight, isn't he, Valento?
Get ready, fighters. Go for it, man.
It's hard on the Dreamcast because it's not the best for the arcade stick's great. So I can't even do a Hadouken with this. Oh. So we could beat him at least. Yeah, I got him. Right, I'll mute it there. We got him. I think the Dreamcast really controls hard for fighters. The arcade stick's fantastic though. But yeah, so that box Dreamcast is working. So everything on the top shelf. I've tried the PSP, that's working. Sega 32X is working. We've done a video on that. That Mega Drive's working. The Dreamcast is working. Sorry, it's down there, which goes in that space there. Saturn's working. Mega Drive 2, Game Boy, Game Gear, Mega CD's working, Mega CD 1's working, Mega Drive 1's working and Game Gear's working. So all that top shelf is working. And like I said, I do this every year. It's really time consuming, but you've got to know if they're working. So next one I'll do is this one. This one's going to take me a while because there's a few boxes on top there. They've got mass system and all that kind of stuff there. So I'll probably do that sometime next week. And then probably the week after, I'll do that top shelf there. And then I've got to do inside that cabinet as well. So yeah, that's a video. Thanks for watching. Top shelf, testing, and they're all working. So nothing to repair, which is good news. But they have all been repaired before, so you think they should be alright. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next one. See you later.